Welcome to the House Roethlisberger-built Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Redhawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Redhawks will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
To the air on 1st down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Raiola. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
The Huskers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami, Ohio's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. When you think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot, those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Gabbert. Oh, he makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Redhawks are marching down the field. Grabs it in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Redhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Redhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Try to barge their way in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on 3rd down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go jumbo formation, and just try to impose your will?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born in died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just about set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
And the Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
To the air, it's Gabbard. This one's complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And this quarterback knows it, man. If you just put the ball anywhere close to this guy, he's going to be able to reel it in. How about the athletic ability to stretch out, dive, and make the catch?
The Redhawks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Got it in the middle, it's Nair.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Zings it complete to the right. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Now on first down from the 30. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's McDonald. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Wants to throw on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to throw, it's Gabbert. Got his man quickly. Tackled immediately after the catch.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot, work in the middle of the field, and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
And a first down.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Redhawks are on the move. Looking to throw. Coming after it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Working the middle. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Tackle is made at the 44-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They're going to throw it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. To the air, it's Raiola. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Number 17.
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. So they've got the lead down to 10 here, a little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Smashes ahead. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick release by the QB. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Gabbert. Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's McDonald. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Red Hawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
At the 36-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. To the air. It's Gabbert. He finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Play number 10 on this series. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Man, did he show some pops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Oxford, Ohio. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weed Eubank Way.
And the Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They believe they can run right here. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Gain of 1. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Third down coming up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the Red Hawks will call on their punt team. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Raiola. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's McDonald. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. He caught it. Touchdown, Miami. And the route is on.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's 3rd down.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Dropping back, it's Raiola. They'll run the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got him downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Number 18.
Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He wants to throw it. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
That keeps the score. Miami, Ohio, 31. Nebraska.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
13. Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job, and he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you've got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. The Red Hawks get enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He wants to throw. Quickly complete.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
This quarterback does an outstanding job in his preparation, watching film and understanding when he has to pull the ball on these types of run plays. Great job keying on the defender and quickly making the right decision to pull it and then go get north and get the 1st.
A promising start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now they've got it 1st down at the 41. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Gabbert. Makes his connection. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to run for it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Gabbert. It's complete to the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Got it! And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And the Redhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Makes the grab.
And you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's Banks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's got it down the middle.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. Third down coming.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. They'll go right back to it. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Third down coming up.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking for a man. It's Gabbert. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is ready to give them a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They'll try the left side. Can't get him to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Redhawks. And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Going up top on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Johnson. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskers.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down coming up. Today's final score, Miami, Ohio, 41, Nebraska.